It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day. The heart of Massachusetts should be freedom, justice, and liberty. Freedom-led pilgrims of Plymouth Bay, Salem trials had justice too late. The sons of liberty spilled the tea, and then the redcoats spilled their blood. The shot heard around the world rang out from the Bay State. Boston strong and ready to defend. It's where revolution started and end. It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day. Quincy Market, Freedom Trail, Charles River, Boston Harbor, Bunker Hill, Griffin Wharf, Fenway Park, North Charge. It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day.
Hey guys, hey. Uh, what's this? Get rid of that. Hope everybody's well. We are here. That's all I can tell you. Anything else is worth talking about? Fucking matters. You're gonna love to see what we see today. Oh yeah, no doubt. All right. Hey guys, Mike is on his way. But if you look around right there, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cruises. 6 cruises there. Absolutely beautiful. My goodness. What a beautiful. There's only one beautiful thing. Yeah. Hope everyone had a good weekend. I can't see chat at all. Like, there's this stupid link on my screen. I have to find a way to figure out how to get rid of it, but I can't do it in a second. But... Oh, Kristen, thank you for $5. Oh, Kristen, you're the best. Wow. Yeah. I think my information should be scrolling down the bottom for Venmo, but Venmo and Cash App, it's CPU Tom. Oh, people. Who's that? There he is. Hey, hey.
Yo, yo. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
All right, man. Just I thought we were at 9, but we're
Yeah, no,
not.
I think we'll go a little early.
I love it. I love it. How was the ride in this morning?
Long. It ended up
Yeah.
taking an hour and 14 minutes.
Where are you walking to? You walking towards the courthouse?
Yeah, toward the buffer zone
All right.
to the right. They're all down to the right today.
You gonna put the back screen on, guys? The mods, our back screen. Do you
Yeah.
want to and put? You want to put yours big and mine small, or what do you want to do? Yeah.
Yeah, let's just keep it this way for now. I mean, we can't see anything.
Right.
So here,
Are those?
we have to hit this
Are those?
button here to
Yeah.
stop traffic.
Is
Because
that
I
a
need to
new?
stop traffic in order to cross in the crosswalk.
Yeah. Hey, is that all new gates right there or no? Those have always been there?
Yeah, those have been there. These
All
sides
right.
is new. These are all new. On this side is all new.
Oh, I know who you are now. Okay.
Yeah, this is all new
LTLD,
stuff.
thanks for the $10. Roseanne, thanks for the $5, man. Wow. Nice.
Yeah, thank you. I can't see it yet.
Yep, I got you. I got you.
Sweet.
We're gonna keep showing up, Tom. We're gonna keep showing up.
Yeah, so I'm told.
Well, you're under contract. You gotta
Yeah.
show up. I need you, just so you know. I need you. I need this.
Yeah.
This pays my bills and stuff, you know.
Gotcha.
No, come on. You know we have a good time. You know we do.
All the time, man. All the time.
Oh, we had people saying that the morning live cut off. I know Tommy started a new stream because people. I love how people just reach out to you, man. Hey, I don't mind it at all, man. You want to send me a message? Go right ahead.
I hit
got-
the button. I hit the button at the wrong time. That's my fault.
No
So
problem,
the
man.
other stream, I shut the other stream down because I hit it by accident.
Right.
I was trying to get the link. So
Oh, there you go. Nice and big. There you go. Whoever did that. I'm in the back. Yeah.
can we put Mike in the corner?
Yeah.
Oh.
Girls, come on. You know, Kelly, come on.
So here we go. You ready?
What are you doing? Oh. Right. Sarah Beth. I'm trying to get on the screen here. I don't know what's going on.
Those are the people responsible for the buffer zone being pushed into the bleachers. Ted Williams couldn't hit a ball this far.
Wow, they had Dedham police down there, huh?
What am I now? No. Tons of police.
Wow. Wow. Holy
And they're
shit.
putting us in the street. See all those people in the street?
I can't see. No, you put your screen big again if you can. I know you. I don't know if you have control over it or not, but I do like your doll, dude. Your doll came out good.
Yes, the dog come out amazing, huh?
Yeah, I really did.
Love,
love it.
the talent again, the talent in the,
Yeah.
you know, yep.
Good stuff. How's the weather out there? Is it warming up yet or no?
Yeah, it's not bad, Mike. It's not bad.
All right. The usuals, huh?
Oh yeah. Morning, ladies. Good. How you guys doing? Good morning. Good morning. Playing in the street.
Scary. I'm nervous.
No, this is the pole position right here. This is it. The closest to the. Yeah. Hi. Doing good. How about you? Excellent. Sun's out. Yep.
Oh, Karen, go.
Sun's out, guns out.
That's one thing you like with this place like that. Oh, they made all the trial.
Yep.
They made a big mistake. They should have let us stay there.
You think?
I think it'll be more safe.
Yeah, absolutely would have been. There's not even a crosswalk here. Not our problem. This is where they put it. They put us here.
It is our problem, really, because of safety, especially if it goes on. You want to bring kids. Like, I like to bring my kids to, they're older.
Yeah.
You know what a protest is. I would never bring them to this. But
No.
I'm safe enough. Oh, you have to drive by?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll probably show like 10 seconds of it. Head to side.
Oh, if you want to walk
What
by.
Jen's got that big sign here.
I know that she has kids.
They cannot investigate themselves, it says. I think that's pretty much true all along, right? Can't do that,
Right. Yeah, I know.
but they can.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah.
Oh.
In
Albany.
go over here. Not going in.
Cool. So she's going in.
Are you going down to the
Yeah.
cafe today?
But maybe he's going in also.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. That little thing.
I've seen those in
That's a
Block
little
Island.
cool
Yeah.
little buggy.
Yeah, they look cool.
You see all that, right, Mike? This little beach buggy
Yeah.
make a little sand crawler.
Yeah, I've seen them in Block Island. They're on the beach sometimes. Yeah, they're cool.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, yeah. They're like I forget who makes it. Like some foreign company.
Look like a Toyota sticker on it.
Yeah, it's got a full drive. A Suzuki, maybe. Yeah, it's full drive.
Right.
Is Nan and Will going to be here yet? I don't know if they're going to be inside or what. I think Nan's going to be inside. I'm not sure.
I think they're going inside.
Right.
Oh, here comes Will.
He's coming down.
Here he is.
Yeah, or the friend or something. I don't.
Five.
And I know. Get it off. I don't know what it is. It's going to yeah. Morning, Will.
Don't get a picture with Allison. You're always taking them, but you're never in them. You know what I mean? You need to be in them. What's up, bud? Good to see you. Have a good night? Nice. Good deal. This is the weather. This is what we're supposed to bring. This is what we're supposed to be. We're live.
We're live.
We're live.
Okay.
Mikey, say hi to the Galera.
Mikey.
Yo,
Mikey. Mikey.
Yeah,
Yo, yo.
Love you, Mikey.
he loves you, bud.
Miss you, Mikey.
Yeah, get a good picture with them. That's right. New buffer zone, new picture.
Oh, the buffer zone's right there.
Oh, I should come under the sign. You know what I mean? Does the sign say buffer zone?
Nice picture. Nice picture.
Scott's photo bombing, exactly correct. Good move, Scott. Yeah.
Hey,
This was
So, The one,
even know
the one
where
near
it
the
was.
buffer zone.
My Uber dropped me off right in front of the courthouse. So I asked the stadies, I was like, hey, I know I'm like in the buffer zone. Like, can you tell me where the border of the buffer zone is? And he's like, yeah, you got to go down there. I was like, oh, where the American flags are for freedom of speech and everything. Cool, got it.
Yeah.
Thanks, officer.
You gotta get a Tommy.
Then everybody
Tommy,
wants
Yeah. Yeah.
get him underneath the buffer zone where it says buffer zone. Yeah, right
All
there.
right, listen.
You gotta
Let's get Will.
5656.
We get Will in front of the buffer zone with the pitches, like at this angle, so the sun doesn't wash out the. Yeah. Hey, Will, can you stand here in front of the buffer zone sign? No, there's a buffer zone. There's a sign right there. Buffer zone. So we just kind of like poetic.
Yeah, that's it right there. Perfect. Yep.
Want me to get out of it? I'll get out of it.
Next.
Yeah, all right.
Next.
That's the one right there, buddy. Yeah, perfect. Good job, man. Good job.
Maybe you should be using your middle finger. One more.
Here we go. Thank you. That's legit. Hey, you try that bottle that you got? We gave you a bottle. We gave it
The
a.
last time I was here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
They make a like a caffeine one, like
Yeah.
a cappuccino one. You want to try that?
Oh, no.
No.
It was, the other one, it was good while I was here and it was sweet.
Yes. Yeah. Too smooth. What, Mike?
Yeah, I'm here, buddy. I'm here. Yeah, the mic
Yeah,
keeps
all right.
on going in and out. The mic keeps on going in and out, bro. Just so you know.
Yeah. Let me see if the noise canceling thing turned itself on.
All right.
Oh, that's yeah.
Much better.
Better?
Yeah. No, I don't have a cash app now. No. Thank you for asking, though.
Will, next time. Come on, it's not the first time I stood in the middle of the street. Got it. No. Okay. He's in the book. Oh, no, with me. Good. Okay. Hey, God.
Thank you. Wait, Peter, go out there. Do it there. Go.
Top of like you need to get off. Sidewalk. I've been playing in the street since I was 5 years old.
Thank you. Yep, you good.
Pretty much all the regulars, man. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you think we get it started tomorrow? You think we get enough people today and it started tomorrow?
Right. But
Yeah.
she started to take the turn. She beeped.
Yeah.
Everybody walked up on the sidewalk. We all got out of the way. But she beeps again. So I said, ma'am, I don't know what you're beeping at. We're off the side. Like, we were on the sidewalk. We're off the street, right? Charlie's like, well, evidently you're in the fucking way if she's beeping at you.
No, your fault she can't drive. Fuck her.
What? No, it wasn't the lady. I'm talking about our people running their mouth.
We're here.
That's my point, right? So I have our people telling you that I'm an idiot. Like, that I'm, okay.
How's that work? It doesn't.
They need the barriers down there, is what I think, you know?
Yeah, but they got them up around that property over there, so it's all good.
Yeah, you gotta
They,
protect
they're
the grass,
protected.
Tommy.
They're,
Yeah,
yep,
the
they're
grass.
protected. We're good.
Yeah,
And
protect the grass.
where you from? ABC. That's a nice gimbal.
Sorry, I didn't tell you. We have
BGI.
Oh, look at that thing, man. That thing's badass.
Yeah. Yeah.
to stand in front of
Wow.
the-
Wow.
Sony, it's an FX6.
Wow. That's sick.
And the gimbal keeps it all straight. Yeah, I got it.
Wow. Well, getting some coverage there. That's good, man.
So was it?
I said that shit off. Don't have that. But that's not even the way your copy and paste.
And Mike, that's his only job is audio.
What's up, buddy?
No, but
Good. How are you?
good to see you.
Yeah, that booming's
And
awesome,
that's
huh?
all. That's all the friggin' backpack. That's a little power.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Just show zeros.
Yeah.
Doing way too much to drink.
Is
Close your
Will
eyes.
going inside? You know?
No,
Just don't confess.
he's hanging out with us.
No shit, huh?
Yeah.
Good for him. Maybe you guys should have breakfast together.
Next possibility.
Yeah.
It's the bullshit, right?
It is, man.
You guys are amazing.
Wait till tomorrow.
Every day.
Will,
I'm
this is going to be an
infuriated.
issue. This is going to be an issue tomorrow. This will be so
I'm
packed.
so mad right now.
Yeah, I can't go through there without getting arrested. Fucked up.
Yeah.
Public sidewalk, public courthouse. It doesn't make any sense. But I'm glad you're here to see it because we can't
I have to
process
come
it.
to see it.
How do we explain what's going on?
Tom, come on.
It's messed up.
By now, you know I gotta come here to see it.
And how do you explain this to somebody? How do you now explain this to the world? How? Where do you start? How do you explain Aiden in this whole thing? Right? Think about that part. How they're trying to get him out of the courtroom by making him a witness. And then we got Justin, who they just go and shoot 50 times, no problem, right? Kid was unarmed, but they shoot him. And then there's Enrique, who died training. No, nothing about that.
Right. So Nick Rocco saying that opening statements might not be till Wednesday. We'll see.
For who?
I guess for stop it, will you? Stop it.
That's an inside joke. Never mind.
I know.
I-
I know.
Oh, sorry, don't want to build again. There we go. Nice. No, you don't think so? Don't leave the house.
He was like, "Ah."
Thanks for coming by, bud. We'll see ya. Enjoy the day.
You no, no.
Probably give him the day off.
Yeah.
They might not.
But didn't they have to do all the background checks and queries and stuff on the jurors? Didn't they do that?
Bev will give him a day to prep for, put in the date.
Yeah.
But, you know, I theory, they're busy jury. It's definitely on the day off.
Oh yeah. All right. So there you go. Right. You see this, Mike?
Archie Deb, Mike Dots.
Mike.
Yeah,
These are all the people, right?
yeah. From when?
That's a
I'll
Bob
just-
Alessi. Who's this? Doctor who? That doctor?
But yeah.
Who's that? Kenzie?
He's,
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. That's a
he's gonna get,
okay.
he's gonna get Hartman on there.
Yeah, no Hartman, not in this one. Yeah. There's Janet. Who's that below that? Was the M? You know that's Nan. Keeps showing up.
Yeah, it's Nan Gallagher.
Yeah, but who? Oh, she wrote. Oh, all right. I don't know what that is. But you gotta get a new sign now. You can't keep using the
I'm
same one now. You gotta, what are you gonna
I'm
do?
on the hand. I'm on the
I have to
handle.
make a clone and then
Yeah. What?
put this on ice.
Oh boy. Look at all the other signatures have from time and weather. They've all just look at that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was
Wow.
on there one time. I was on there.
Well, I mean, Mark Betteros is still good.
Yeah,
Melanie Little,
I know this dude.
Tommy.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, you gotta do something, Scott. You gotta get a new sign.
Stuff to make
Yeah,
at home.
Yeah.
I cut these at home. I got a
Yeah.
final cutter.
There you go. Time for a new one.
Sticks about to split open.
Yeah, that's seen better days, Scott. You get a piece of
Well, it's like a historical now.
yeah. Something smaller so it's easy to hold. I found a smaller piece of strapping, like a 1x3. That was easier.
When Karen signed it, I'm like, I didn't want you to sign this until it was all over. I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah.
He's like, oh,
Yeah, I'm signing it, yep.
Oh, everybody kind of disappeared, huh? Wow.
Mike,
Yeah.
nice sign.
Nice sign. Yep.
Nice sign, right?
When was it signed?
Huh?
When was it? When was it signed?
I think Friday.
Oh, okay. Did you ask him?
Yeah. It was Friday.
All right. It was?
Yeah. Nice sign.
I have no comment. No comment. No comment.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going with that one.
Yep, you know that one?
That one.
They go to just a pizza bar. They go and just hang out, and it's a good time. I get it.
I have to wing it.
Yep.
I don't know what my plans are.
I get it.
Where I'm going.
And you don't even know where one town is, if it's close or if it's 30 miles away. So, like, yeah.
Yeah, people tell me the last minute where I'm going.
Yeah. Who's Yeti? Who's Yeti? Ladies. All right, good. Yeah, I mean, if they tell Will, hey, go to this place. He don't know where this place is, right?
Right.
Can you ride somewhere? What do you want to do?
No, I don't need to ride. I don't think. I would like to go and like maybe get a water or something.
You go for a walk?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Only I gotta walk on this side of the road though. 'Cause it's hot. Is that cop? I'm sure that they gotta have. Yeah. They gotta have a pool going to see who can arrest me first. I'm sure they do. Take a couple.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go. Thank you.
You think
I'll
they?
catch up with you guys.
All
You
right.
gonna be here or are you leaving?
No, we're going down there. He needs water,
Yeah. All right.
so
Where's your car, Tom?
way in the buffer zone.
Way.
It's in the back. You want to do that for Erica?
Yeah, I'd like
Yeah.
to put. Is that okay?
Yeah. All right.
Oh, thanks, Erica.
Yeah. I mean, people are the nicest people. Will they'll bring you just out of the blue. They just bring you this and here you go and that.
They don't want to forget this either.
No, you won't.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Or you can put it in my truck down at the other one.
Where's your truck on?
I'm at the other buses on mine.
All right.
Hey, let's see it.
You want to do that?
Thank you, guys.
Just put it in Scott's truck, which is down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or you can throw it in.
Eric is there. Scott's down there. It's up to you. We're gonna walk by Scott coming
We're
back.
gonna walk by Scott's anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be here.
Yeah.
I don't know when Erica's leaving.
And I know I'll get this back from Scott, no matter what happens.
Absolutely will.
So, in the sense that I'm gonna run into him somewhere. Yeah.
Hey, Ted Daniels, my friend. I've been looking for you. Hey, hold on. Hey, Ted. Let me mute this.
Tommy's digging into Ted Daniels. You're still on mute, buddy. Are you still walking with him? Okay.
All right. The interview with Ted Daniels is over. Sorry, guys.
We're doing it. All right.
You know the Glera?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Ted Daniels. Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that why? No, that's a whole nother thing. Why?
None of the mainstream media
Why?
want the thing.
It makes no sense, Ted. You've been here from the beginning. That's just even ridiculous. Take care. Thanks, Ted. Be safe.
So what's he doing? So Ted can't get in, right?
He's not. He didn't make the lottery. They do a little stupid lottery to get in.
Well, Aiden
Right.
forgot to put his name in.
Right, but even still, I mean, Ted Daniels. He isn't like he is the media.
Right.
The media looks at him.
Did you ask him any good questions?
No, he's just hanging out in the buffer zone.
highway through the danger zone.
Yeah. You don't know the
Jeez.
listen. You don't know the anxiety I have just being here, Scott.
No.
I've already been warned.
A sign condom's gonna fly off.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for someone to jump out of a van like this thing. Look at this. Look at this. This is the look at the van.
Paddy wagon.
That's for us.
Harvey wants that to be the next ride out of here.
That's exactly true.
I'm just gonna get in it.
Yeah, fuck it, right? Just jump in. Yeah.
That's your Uber.
There's so many police here. It's just ridiculous. That's the cop down there. Turn left. There's just so much. It's unnecessary. It shows you the extent that they're willing to go. Another paddy wagon.
Wow.
Well, there's more paddy wagons than people
God.
hanging out.
Watching the show.
What is going on here?
Lockdown. Center of town.
The most bizarre surreal shit I've ever seen.
Kim Jong Un's North Korea or in. As soon as we pass that cone, we're back in free America.
It was like Red Dawn. Woo! Made it.
Oh shit, dude.
Oh. I legitimately had like panic attack walking through the friggin' zone. Wait for the department to jump out of his truck at me.
Yeah, no shit, huh?
Yeah.
Harvey didn't even question us this time.
Yeah, this time.
Just sitting in his cruiser.
Yep. And I'm sure they're watching us. Like you know they're watching us.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
No, this new expanded buffer zone is gonna kill us during the drive. It's a lot of people that don't get down out on that end. You don't
It's
have.
gonna be a disaster, Scott. You know that.
Where's everybody gonna hang out?
There is no room for people. Yep.
Well, if they do opening arguments Wednesday, we start having like two numbers show up.
Where do we put them,
They
Scott?
try to hang down here. It's gonna be shit.
But then again, you never know. People may not show up. It's always that.
Especially after they see you getting thrown on the paddy wagon, then nobody will come down.
Well, that's just part of it. We can add to that. Mike, I'm glad you get my humor.
I do,
It
bro.
wouldn't be the same if you didn't understand, dude.
I do.
Hold on a
I'm trying
second,
to-
Mike. Hold on.
Yep. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm dizzy. That was crazy. Yeah, it looks like it's opening statements are going to be Wednesday. I wonder if the guy Michael's there from Justice Served, right? He was supposed to be there today. No, I'm good, Amy. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm good. Tom just talking to the glare. Oh, is he copying the live stream?
Hey, Mikey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, Mikey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Just making sure you're good. I have
Yeah.
everything going. Mikey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Just making sure you're good. I have everything going. Mikey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Mikey, you there, bud? I'm just talking to Will.
No problem. Yeah, no
Just
problem.
getting some opinion.
Okay.
You know, like that thing we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that definitely happened?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'll get coffee. I'm good, guys. Good.
We get Grant copying our stream.
Of course. What's that tell you? Good old Grant. His mother put something out that I was just like, I couldn't believe she fucking hit send.
Well, if you want to complain, you can go to the Z
Go ahead.
channel.
You get that on your stupid thing, share your referral link. You get that on yours when you do it. No, it won't go far. It won't go away.
Well, I never stream from my phone, so that's maybe why.
Like it's
Like, and if I stream from my phone, I never use StreamYard. I just go straight to YouTube.
okay. If you bunch it up with that,
So I never see that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
but I can't even see chat.
Okay. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, that's not bad. Hey, it's getting nice out here, Mike. God, the weather we deserve. Spring is here.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, I wore that coat.
Oh, you have to.
Cold as
Oh yeah. Yep. It was. Last week was raw. I'm good.
So what's your plan? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna go have lunch, breakfast, or are you gonna sit down, or what?
I don't know yet.
All right.
I don't know. Is there are they broadcasting anything?
Yeah, the girls have it all set up. If you want to go to there, do that. Just
Yeah.
let it go.
Yeah, bounce it over to there.
All right. Kelly's on the road. She'll do it for us, and then that'll be it for today.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Live streaming. Getting ready to go. How many juries do you think we'll get today, Mike?
I think we get 2.
2?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. With a
I think we get them
possible 3 or 4 they can get max. You know the total max they can get?
I think it's 18.
18 max? Okay.
I think so. Yeah. Yep. I just can't wait to get the show on the road. Let's go.
9:15. Where's Bev?
I don't know, man. What now? She's pulling her shenanigans, right? So okay. Thanks, Linda from Justice Service in our chat. She says,
Oh, nice.
yeah, Tom, it's Linda Baden from Justice Serve TV. My co-host Michael Bryant will be there later afternoon and tomorrow. So okay.
Yeah.
I think he probably wants to hook up with you.
Yeah. I bye. I sent them a letter and I allowed them to use our stream, Mike. I didn't think
Okay.
there'd be a problem with it. So, like,
Yeah.
like Grant, I didn't give Grant permission to use it, but them,
Okay.
I absolutely did. So, I mean,
Yeah.
if I do the morning, right, and he comes afternoon, then we got
Yeah,
it covered, right? It's the
you're right,
whole
buddy.
thing from one side to the other.
That's right, man. You can get if he does a live stream through his phone, you can grab that stream. Yeah.
Yeah, or whatever. We'll
Yeah.
figure it out. But yeah, so I don't have a problem with them using the stream. So
She just wanted to say hi and say thanks.
yeah. I love their show. And if you guys haven't subscribed to it, you're missing out on a lot. Justice Serve TV. Great channel and I love it. I love it. So I look forward to it.
All right, man. All right, so I guess I'm gonna call it a day and listen to this live stream then.
All right, brother.
I will talk to you later, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Be good.
Talk to you. Absolutely.
All right, pal. Bye.
Later, dude.
Really on it.
So oh, I screwed that up, Kelly. Sorry. I tried to do a different button. There goes Kurt. Tell Kurt when he drives by. Incognito over there. I like that. A little stealth mode. Slide right in. Just hanging out. Yes, you did. Yeah. You're famous. You don't even know it, Will.
You have no idea. My wife makes it down here.
Oh boy. Yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you.
For my entertainment in the morning.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
You guys doing a hell of a
We
job.
do our best. We do our best, you know?
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for watching. We do appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Tell your wife we said hello.
All right.
Thanks. Yeah. What's that? You're gonna get that all day long. I had a lady, I'm walking with Brian, dude, she pulled up and locked up her brakes and stopped, jumped out of the car and jumped right over to me. I'm like, you'll see. Whoa, 2 customer limit. All right. Not good for business. Mhm. So they talk about, yeah,
They're in there. Yeah.
I'm good, thanks, bud.
Good.
Yeah, no, I'm good, Scott. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go. Oh, you don't need it.
Oh, you're right. Maybe. What? I mean, that's okay. Like, hey, like, oh, yeah. I hear. I want. No, no. It's but that's a me. It's like the. Yeah. The client's going to the back. I give a while. Yeah. They can go on. Oh, thank you. All right, thank you. Yeah, have a great day.
Hey, Matt.
So, guys,
Yeah, yeah. But out of the blue.
The guy was like, "You never believe what we just made it."
Oh, yeah. All right, there we go. Yeah, I'm not messing with the layout.
Are you live right now? Can you mute
Yeah.
that?
Yep.
Hey guys. I don't know if you can hear me or not. Hi, Petty. Um, so I'm currently at the doctor and I'm live streaming at the same time.
Oh,
So
sorry about that, guys. I was just talking to Will for a little bit.
no problem, Tommy. I just didn't want it to be so quiet because everyone was kind of just looking at each other. So I'm at the doctor, so I have it streaming.
Yeah.
Prayer, please. How you doing?
Yeah. Thanks, Erica. See you what, Wednesday? Oh, Iggy. Crossing going. He's on his way, yeah. Yeah. I was talking to yeah. Um what's the lady's name? The lady. The lady from Justice Serve. I keep forgetting her name. Linda. My ex-girlfriend's Linda. I was talking to her in my chat this morning. I let them use my chat, my stream. Let me mute this. Hold on a second, guys. You're going
I thought it was gonna be. Yeah.
This is beautiful. Hmm?
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, that is so nice. You guys are all there. I see you all. Hi, everybody. So I guess we're gonna watch the clock. They're doing jury selection, which is Beverly reading off all the people's names again, and that's boring. A lot of police for nobody. Before I get seen, I'm bailing. You good? You get everything? You all set?
Yeah.
All right, brother.
You're out.
Yeah, I'll catch up with you.
All right.
Enjoy the day. Thanks, Will. Hey, thanks for the chat.
Brett.
Breathing, brother. I'm breathing. So I guess we're gonna watch the clock. If I can see chat, I see chat this way. If I turn it, hey, yeah, we had some people stop by and take pictures with Will, which was kind of different for him. He's just not used to people walking up saying, "Hey, I know you," and let me get your picture. You know, he's enjoying himself like that. Boy, morning, Courtney. The parking lot of the Registry of Deeds, so you guys know who's here and what's here. Lots of cars, but some of these are just most of them are jurors, I think. So, hey, Mark, what's up, big guy? Courtney, hi. Bev's bias, Bev's blatant bias. Hi, good morning. I'm not sure if you guys saw the doll, but that doll is incredible. The talent and the time. Yeah, Kelly, we hear him in between me yapping. Nice. hopped on bike.
I was there with my son. I was there with my son 2 years ago. I've been there 3 times. It's a lot.
Jimmy, do you have those numbers for me? You are unmuted.
Jimmy.
One more, Jimmy. One more, Jimmy.
All the jurors, please stand. Yea. All persons have any business before the Honorable Beverly Cannoli, Justice of the Norfolk Superior Court, in for the County of Norfolk. God hear, give your attendance, you shall be heard. God save the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. This court is now open. Jurors remain standing.
Jurors, could I have each of you raise your right hands, please? You solemnly swear to make true answers to such questions as should be put forth to you by the court, so help you God. Thank you. You can have a seat. May I call the case, Your Honor?
Please.
Your Honor, this is 2282CR117, Commonwealth versus Karen Reed. Can I have counsel identify themselves for the record, starting with the Commonwealth?
Good morning, Your Honor. Laura McLaughlin. Good morning, Ms. McLaughlin.
I'm Lyle for the Commonwealth.
Good morning, Mr. Lally.
Good morning, Your Honor. Hank Brennan for the Commonwealth.
Good morning, Mr. Brennan.
Good morning, Your Honor. Alan Jackson.
Good morning, Mr. Jackson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Elizabeth Little, also on behalf of Ms. Reed.
Good morning, Ms. Little.
Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Alessi on behalf of Ms. Reed.
Good morning, Mr. Alessi.
Good morning, Your Honor. David,
Murder is the unlawful killing of a human being. There are various ways in which the Commonwealth can prove a murder case, and the Commonwealth is permitted to proceed under all theories that it believes it can prove. Here, the Commonwealth alleges that the defendant committed murder and that that murder was murder in the second degree. In order to prove the defendant guilty of murder in the second degree, the Commonwealth must prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant committed an unlawful killing and that it was done with malice. In comparison, involuntary manslaughter is an unintentional, unlawful killing caused by wanton or reckless conduct. These terms and the elements of the crimes will be explained to you in detail at the end of the case before you begin your deliberations. Now, at the outset, I would like to address the issue of public opinion and interest in this case and the duty of this court to adhere to the rule of law. John Adams said that we are a government of laws, not of men, and that the law must be deaf to the clamoring of the public. He meant that while public opinion about a given subject may ebb and flow, the law must be steady, reliable, and even-handed. We know that on the subject of this case, there are people advocating for one outcome or another with intensity, but without the benefit of having heard or seen any evidence at all in this trial. The law works in a different way, and the difference is crucial to our system of justice. The jurors selected for this trial will hear and judge the evidence. They will decide what the facts are, and where the evidence is contested, they will determine where the truth lies. Ultimately, the jury will decide whether the Commonwealth has carried its burden of proving that the defendant is guilty of any crime beyond a reasonable doubt. People outside of this building have rights, and we know that they have voices, but this criminal trial will be decided by an independent jury trial. It is just that simple and that important. So, while public comment will likely continue, the rule of law will be upheld. In order to determine your eligibility to serve on this case, I'm going to ask you questions all as a group, and then I'm going to ask you to fill out a supplementary questionnaire. We have found that the use of this questionnaire is helpful for several reasons. First, there are some personal questions on it, and we ask that you be candid. In addition, the process of filling out the questionnaire provides the opportunity to be more reflective as you answer the questions, rather than being put on the spot and asked to give an immediate answer. After you fill out the questionnaires, we will have you come up to the sidebar one at a time so that we can follow up with you on your answers to the questionnaire and your answers to my questions. I want to thank you in advance for your patience as we go through this process. As you may know, the lawyers for the parties participate in the selection of the jury. Under our law, each of the parties has the right to exercise what we call juror challenges. This means that each party has the right to challenge a certain number of prospective jurors for any reason or for no reason at all. Therefore, some of you will be excused during the impanelment procedure. Please do not take it personally. Don't think that somehow you're not a fair person. It's not a reflection on you at all. You will be directed back to the jury room and may be picked for another case. In a little while, I'll pose a number of questions to you as a group. You've taken an oath that requires you to truthfully answer these questions and all questions posed to you. I'm not asking you to take out your juror cards now. I'll ask you to do that at a later time. But if your answer to any question is yes, I will ask that you raise your hand and hold up your juror card in the air with the numbers facing out so that the court officers can read out your number. The fact that you answer yes to any of my questions does not mean that you're automatically disqualified from juror service. It simply means that there are matters that the lawyers and I need to discuss with you. If you find a question posed to the group to be overly intrusive, you may elect to answer that question at sidebar as well. I will have additional questions for you which relate to issues that may be raised in the trial and are designed to give us information regarding whether or not you're able to serve as a fair and impartial juror in this case. The lawyers are allowed to ask you questions for the same reason. There is no right or wrong answer. This is not a test. We are simply looking for your best and honest answer to our questions. I'm now going to have the lawyers introduce themselves, please. And when defense counsel introduce yourself, please introduce your client. So let's start with the Commonwealth, please.
May I?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hank Brennan. I represent the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. I'd like you to meet my two colleagues.
Good morning. My name is Laura McLaughlin. I'm Assistant District Attorney in Norfolk County, representing the communities in Norfolk County. Thank you very much for being here this morning.
Good morning, my name is Adam Lally, Assistant District Attorney with the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office. I just want to thank you for your time and attention and for being here.
Thank you. Mr. Jackson.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alan Jackson. I have the honor and privilege of representing Ms. Karen Reed, who's standing to my right.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Elizabeth Little, and I also have the honor of representing Ms. Reed.
Good morning, my name is Robert Alessi. Thank you for being here and taking the time. I have the pleasure of representing Ms. Reed as well.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Yannetti. I'm an attorney. I have an office in Boston and right here in Dedham. It's truly my privilege to represent County.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Victoria George, and I also have the privilege of representing Ms. Reed. Good morning. I'm Karen Reed. Thank you for being here.
All right. Thank you. Jurors, I'm going to read you a witness list. It's very long. It does not mean that all of these people whose names I read to you will be called as witnesses, but you may hear their names throughout the trial. So please listen carefully because in a few minutes I'm going to ask you whether you know any of these folks. So it is alphabetical, but it's alphabetical by first name. Aiden Kearney from Jefferson, Mass. Dr. Isaac Wolf from South Miami, Florida. Alfredo Lopalato from Canton. Allison McCabe, Canton. Andre Porto, Massachusetts State Police Crime Lab. Andrew Klain, Bridgewater. Andrew Rentschler, PhD from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Angela Malvone, Annie Chung, both from Canton. Anthony Flamati from the Canton Fire Department. Ashley Bell, Canton. Ashley Valier from the State Police Crime Lab. Brian Albert, Norwood, Brian Albert Jr., Boston, Brian Higgins, Sandwich, Brian Loughran, Canton. Brian Wanless, who is a retired from the Canton Police Department. Bridget Meehan, who is keeper of the records in Canton. Caitlin Albert, Easton, Lieutenant Charles Ray of the Canton Police Department. Chief Helena Rafferty, also of the Canton Police Department. Chris Van E., who is a PhD from Novi, Michigan. Christina Hanley from the Massachusetts State Police. Christopher Albert, Canton. Christopher Curran, Canton. Colleen Crawford from the Norfolk County DA's office. Colin Albert, Canton. Courtney Proctor, Canton. Kurt Roberts, Canton. Daniel Whitley from the Canton Fire Department. Daniel Wolf, PhD from Penns Park, Pennsylvania. Derek Ellington from Wake Forest, North Carolina. Dr. Marie Russell, who's from Los Angeles. Dr. Elizabeth Loposada, who is from Providence. Elizabeth Proctor, Canton. Eric Hanlon, Canton. Erin Beatty, Canton. Erin O'Keefe from West Bridgewater. Francis Walsh from the Canton Fire Department. Garrett Wing from Green Cove Springs, Florida. Gary Fowler from Brockton. Gregory Woodbury from the Canton Fire Department. Gretchen Voss, Boston. Hannah Knowles from the State Police Crime Lab. Heather Maxon from Walpole. Erabito Hernandez from the Boston Police Department. Holly Price from Mountain View, California. Ian Whiffen, Vienna, Virginia. Dr. Irene Scorti Bello, who is with the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner in Massachusetts. PhD James Crosby from Jacksonville, Florida. Janet Reed, Dighton. Jason Becker, Canton Fire Department. Jean Demoulas, Canton. Jennifer McCabe, Canton. Jessica Hyde from Bridgeport, New York. John O'Keefe Sr., who lives in Braintree. Judson Welcher, also a PhD from a company called Aperture LLC. Julie Albert, Canton. Julie Nagel, Canton. Dr. Justin Rice from South Weymouth. There are two juveniles in this case, both of whom live in Canton. The first one's initials are KF and the other is PF. Caitlin Boudreau, Raynham. Karina Kolakithis from Canton. Katie Camerano, Canton. Katie McLaughlin, Canton Fire Department. The keeper of the records for Ring from Hawthorne, California. Kerry Curran from Canton. Kerry Roberts, Canton. Kevin Albert, Canton. Kevin O'Hara from the Mass State Police. Lance Mello from the State Police Crime Lab. Laura Sullivan from Pembroke. Laurie Cahill from Worcester. Leslie Pearlstein from Canton. Lieutenant Michael Lank from the Canton Police Department. Louis Jutras, Canton. Lieutenant Brian Tully and Lieutenant John Fanning, both of whom work for the Massachusetts State Police. Lieutenant Paul Gallagher from the Canton Police Department. Maggie Gaffney, Bonita Springs, Florida. Mark Lopalato, Canton. Margaret O'Keefe, Canton. Marietta Sullivan, Pembroke. Mary Souza, Dighton. Matthew Amory from Canton. Matthew DeSogra from Charlotte, North Carolina. Matthew Erickson from Grosse Pointe Farms, Michigan. Matthew Kelly from the Canton Fire Department. Matthew Kelsch from the FBI. Matthew McCabe, Canton. Maureen Harnett from the Mass State Police Crime Lab. Megan Mariani from New York, New York. Michael Camerano from Canton. Michael Easter, Los Angeles. Michael Trotta from the Canton Public Works Department. Michael Wagner, Foxborough. Mike Maroli, Bridgewater. Mike Rushworth from Thompson Station, Tennessee. Natalie Wyweek Berschneider from San Marino, California. Nathan Reed from Raynham. Nicholas Bradford from Lorton, Virginia. Nicholas Curran from West Roxbury. Nicholas Kolakithis, Canton. Nicole Albert from Norwood. Norfolk District Attorney Michael Morrissey. Officer Kelly Deaver from the Boston Police Department. Officer Nicholas Barrows from the Dighton Police Department. Matthew Haggerty from Somerset. Paul Mikowski from Melrose. Paul O'Keefe from Canton. Rebecca Bison from Canton. Rebecca Trayers from Norfolk. Dr. Renee Stonebridge, who is also with the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner here in Massachusetts, and she works out of Boston. Richard Green from the St. Pete Beach, Florida. Richard Donatno from Canton, Robert Gilman from Hull, Ryan Nagel from Canton, Sarah Levinson, Canton, Sergeant Brian Gallerini from the Needham Police Department, Sergeant Sean Good from the Canton Police Department, Sergeant Paul DiGiampetro, who Canton Police Department, Sergeant Yuri Buchanan from the Mass State Police, Shannon Burgess from South Lake, Texas, Cheryl Waugh from Canton, Sophie Herzan from the State Police Crime Lab, Stephanie Devlin, also from the Crime Lab, Stephen Mullaney from the Canton Police Department, Steve Nelson from the Norfolk DA's office, Stephen Bernstein, who's a keeper of the records from Stoughton, Stephen Ridge from the Boston Police, Stephen Saraf from the Canton Police, Stephen Scanlon from West Roxbury, Terry Kuhn from Davis, California, Tess Chart from Lorton, Virginia, Thomas Beatty from Canton, Thomas Kelleher, Canton, Thomas Martin from Weymouth, Timothy Nuttall from the Canton Fire Department, Tristan Morris from Easton. The following people are Mass State Police troopers: Trooper Connor Keefe, Trooper David DeChico, Trooper Evan Brent, Trooper Jeffrey Koskowski, Trooper Joseph Paul, Trooper Kathleen Prince, Trooper Michael Proctor, Trooper Nicholas Garino, Trooper Zachary Clark, Wendell Robery from Canton, and William Reed from North Dayton, Mass. So those are potential witnesses in this case, or people whose names you'll hear during the trial. Obviously, this trial is going to take a long time to try. The lawyers tell me that their best estimate, once we start with the evidence, is 6 to 8 weeks. We are in the process of impaneling a jury. We don't know when we'll finish that. We're toward the tail end of finishing that. But once we start, it will be a 6 to 8 week trial. That's our best estimate. Sometimes trials go longer, sometimes they go shorter. I can tell you that every day before we leave for the day, I tell jurors where we are, if we're on schedule, behind schedule, or ahead of schedule. And I've not had to tell a jury that we were behind schedule, and that's why we have that 6 to 8 week estimate. The schedule that we will have is we will start in the mornings at 9. We'll go until about 11 or so and have a break for about 15 or 20 minutes. We'll break for lunch, and you will have lunch delivered to you so that we don't have you walking into town center and coming back, because we want to make the most efficient use of your time. So we'll do that, and our lunch breaks will be shorter because of that. And we'll go until about 4 o'clock every day. So that's the schedule. There are some days off and some half days in that 6 or 8 week period. And if you're selected for a jury, you'll get those dates before we start. So that's our schedule and the best estimate of where we'll be. Now, it might help if I give you a preview about some of the basic law that applies to criminal cases like this. As I said, it's my job to teach the jury the law, but I don't do that completely to the end of the case. But for now, I'll give you a brief summary of some of the very legal, constitutional principles that will govern this trial. First, and most basically, the defendant starts this trial presumed to be innocent. The fact that she was arrested or that she was indicted is not proof of anything. An indictment is simply a piece of paper. It just makes an accusation. An indictment is a formal manner of accusing a person of a crime and bringing that person to court to stand trial in the superior court. But it is only the jury, in other words, you folks, who can decide whether the prosecution has proved its case beyond a reasonable doubt. If the Commonwealth fails to do that, then the presumption of innocence requires you to find the defendant not guilty. The law does not require a defendant to prove her innocence, to produce any evidence whatsoever, or to do anything other than attend the trial. This presumption of innocence remains with the defendant until you, the jury, make your determination after listening and considering all the evidence. In a related important principle of law, the defendant has an absolute right not to testify, since the entire burden of proof in this case is on the Commonwealth to prove that she is guilty. Under our system of law, a defendant has a perfect right to say to the government, "You accuse me, now you prove it, and prove it beyond a reasonable doubt and to a moral certainty. I do not have to say a word." A defendant's decision whether or not to testify has nothing to do with the question of whether he or she is guilty or not guilty. The jury must not consider it in any way or even discuss it in their deliberations. Jurors in a criminal case must decide whether the Commonwealth has proved its case against the defendant beyond a reasonable doubt based solely on the testimony of the witnesses and the exhibits. That brings me to the requirement of proof beyond a reasonable doubt. What is proof beyond a reasonable doubt? The term is often used and probably pretty well understood, though it is not easily defined. Proof beyond a reasonable doubt does not mean proof beyond all possible doubt, for everything in the lives of human beings is open to some possible or imaginary doubt. A charge is proved beyond a reasonable doubt if, after you have compared and considered all of the evidence, you have in your minds an abiding conviction to a moral certainty that the charge is true. When we refer to moral certainty, we mean the highest degree of certainty possible in matters relating to human affairs, based solely on the evidence that has been put before you in a case. I have told you that every person is presumed to be innocent unless and until he or she is proved guilty, and that the burden of proof is on the Commonwealth. If you evaluate all the evidence and you still have a reasonable doubt remaining, the defendant is entitled to the benefit of that doubt and must be acquitted. It is not enough for the Commonwealth to establish a probability, even a strong probability, that the defendant is more likely to be guilty than not guilty. That is not enough. Instead, the evidence must convince you of the defendant's guilt to a reasonable and moral certainty, a certainty that convinces your understanding and satisfies your reason and judgment as jurors who are sworn to act conscientiously on the evidence. This is what we mean by proof beyond a reasonable doubt. Our system of justice depends on judges like me and jurors like you being able and willing to make careful and fair decisions. All people deserve a fair and equal treatment in our system of justice, regardless of their race, national origin, religion, age, ability, gender, sexual orientation, education, income level, or any other personal characteristic. You have agreed to be fair, and I'm sure that you want to be fair, but that is not always easy. One difficulty comes from our own built-in expectations and assumptions. They exist even if we're not aware of them and even if we believe we do not have them. Some of you may have heard this called implicit bias, and that is what I'm talking about. Of course, we judges have the same problem as everyone else, so let me share a few strategies that we have found useful. First, slow down. Do not rush to a decision. Hasty decisions are more likely to reflect stereotypes or hidden biases. Second, keep an open mind. Avoid drawing conclusions until the end of the case when you and your fellow jurors deliberate. Remember that when you deliberate, you will have all the evidence and all the time you need to make a careful decision, so there truly is no need to start making your mind up before then. Third, you should listen closely to all the witnesses. That is the best way to ensure that you decide this case based on the evidence and the law instead of upon any unsupported assumptions. Fourth, as you listen to testimony about the people involved in this case, consider them as individuals rather than as members of a particular group. Finally, I might ask myself, would I view the evidence differently if the people were from different groups, such as different racial, ethnic, or gender identity groups? At the end of this case, I will remind you of these strategies and ask you to focus on the evidence instead of on any unsupported assumptions you may have. All we ask is that you, individually and as a group, do your best to resolve this case based upon the evidence and the law, without sympathy, bias, or prejudice, to the best of your ability as human beings. Now, I know that some of this may be confusing. Perhaps all of it is confusing at this early stage of the case. You'll certainly be in a better position to understand this at the end of the case when you've heard the evidence and I can explain the law in detail. So don't be worried if you didn't catch everything that I've said. Why am I telling you these things now? Because we need to know if you're able to follow the law in this case. You don't necessarily have to agree with the law, but all the jurors will have to apply the law as I describe it. So for jury selection, it is important to know if any of you might have some doubts whether you can accept and follow these legal principles. So you can take your white cards out now if you don't already have them. So I'm going to ask you several questions, and if your answer is yes to any of those questions, please raise your hand. But before we begin, I understand that sometimes we don't fill out the confidential juror questionnaire forms that were sent to you completely. Sometimes we're in a hurry to get them in, or sometimes you might think that your situation doesn't apply to the question that's been asked. So if you're sitting here now and you realize that maybe you forgot to put in your age or prior employment, or whether or not you've had experience as a defendant in a criminal case, or a party in a civil case or criminal case, or as a witness or a juror, please let us know when you come up to sidebar. And if there's a blank that needs to be filled in and you didn't remember it and we catch it, we're going to ask you those questions. All right, so first question. Do any of you folks or a close personal friend or family member know, or have you had any prior dealings with any of the witnesses whose names I've read?
963, 987, 1013, 982, 1034, 1018, 1017,
1038, 994.
Okay. Thank you. Do any of you folks or a close personal friend or family member know, or have you had any prior dealings with the lawyers or the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office? If so, please raise your hand.
982,
Thank you. Do any of you or a close personal friend or family member have any financial or other personal interest whatsoever in this case or its outcome? I see no affirmative responses. If you have seen, heard, or talked about this case, please raise your hand.
990, 1035, 1011, 978, 976, 987, 964, 984, 1020, 972, 1034, 1013, 971, 963, 1032, 982, 1036, 993, 979, 1003, 962, 1030, 989, 995, 988, 1030, 1005, 960, 1008, 968, 983,
973, 1017, 1039, 1022, 1002, 1018, 965, 1027, 1021, 1015, 992, 1031, 970, 998, 986, 994, 1037, 1038.
Okay, thank you very much. Please raise your hand if you have expressed or formed any opinion with respect to this case. Right. Thank you. Are any of you folks aware of any bias or prejudice that you may have in regard to this case or in favor of or against either of the parties? If so, please raise your hand.
1032 987 978 993.
Thank you. Do any of you folks have any difficulty hearing or any problem with understanding the English language, any physical or mental condition, or any religious or philosophical belief that would make it difficult for you to hear the evidence in this case, to understand the evidence, to concentrate during the trial, or to deliberate for the purpose of reaching a verdict? If so, please raise your hand. I see no affirmative responses.
I'm sorry, just one after the other.
Oh, it's two.
1032 966.
Okay, thank you. Would any of you folks have any difficulty following those very important constitutional rights that I explained to you? First, that the burden of proof rests entirely with the Commonwealth. Second, that burden of proof is proof beyond a reasonable doubt and to a moral certainty. And third, that the defendant has absolutely no burden. She can just sit in that chair and not ask a single question, not produce a single witness, and not testify on her own behalf. Anyone have any difficulty with those three very important constitutional principles? Okay.
983.
Now, I can tell you folks that after every jury trial, I talk to the jurors, and they always tell me that even though they may have not wanted to have jury duty, that they have found it to be an interesting experience, and many tell me that they find it to have been a rewarding experience. But I do understand that for some of you jurors, given the schedule that we have, serving on this jury may be a substantial hardship. And let me tell you what I mean by substantial hardship. Every civic duty that we have requires us to be inconvenienced in some way. This is much more than inconvenience. It means that there's something personal to you that means that you will be excused, but the person sitting next to you will have to take your place. I generally think of it in terms of you have surgery or vacation plans scheduled, airline tickets scheduled for the time that we will be in jury trial here. If you think you have a substantial hardship, please raise your hand.
990 1035 1011 978 967 964 972 1020
Okay, thank you very much. So I'm going to leave the bench in a minute or so to give you a chance to fill out the juror questionnaires. I'd ask that you not talk to anybody about the questionnaires, either about what your questions might be or comments or any concerns that you have about jury duty, either generally or in particularly this case, and please don't share your answers. So if you have any questions or concerns, you'll be able to talk to me about that when you come up to sidebar. All right, thank you very much.
All right, for the court, please.
You are muted.
Hello, everybody. I don't know if you can hear me or not. I just wanted to jump up and say hi. I don't think Tom has logged in, so I hope you guys were able to hear everything. I kind of took everything on the road today, so you guys came with me to my doctor's appointment and all that other stuff. But now my doctor now wants to watch and look at the Karen Reed case, so that's a good thing. Hey, Cindy, Mary, Jay, Rhonda, Catherine, you guys, Standing Stones, I see is here. Dave's channel, and you guys are just Glen Lake in the house. As so I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching the, I think, last day of jury selection with us, and we're gonna, thanks Dave, I appreciate it. Hi Eve. Yeah, you guys got to go in the car, you guys got to take the kids to school, you guys even got to go to my doctor's appointment, which was amazing. So which I think is funny and I love it, but I love you guys all. And hi John. I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream now, and we will see you guys tomorrow, and we'll let you know when opening statements are. Okay? Love you guys. Hope you have a good day. Bye.